I am normal about lightsabers. Unfortunately, lightsabers are not normal about me. Once upon a time, there was but one major style of saber, with one long blade in one of 3 colors. But no good design goes unfiddled with. Darth Maul is great, we said. Darth Maul's lightsaber is great too, we continued, causing Johnny Hasbro to appear in the room like Satan himself at the witch's Sabbath. Many unique lightsaber hilts have since appeared across the franchise. A saber with a built-in blaster is canon. Cross-guard lightsabers are canon. Light whips are canon. We've had these things in there. There's this. Basically a lot of things that would kill any human being in an instant with but 5 seconds of attempted use. And it makes sense. The pantheon of bladed weapons in real life is just as, if not more, varied. And there's no reason the weapon inventors of the galaxy far, far away wouldn't innovate all the same. The weird thing to me is that Hasbro hasn't actually capitalized on all of the obvious toy opportunities that it seems like Lucasfilm is trying to gift them. Third-party companies certainly do, but the actual licensee who's legally allowed to make toys hasn't made a dark ray saber, or a Khmer lightsaber with the little dagger in the hilt, even though that idea basically came from an older toy. Or even a toy of Vernestra Rose Light Whip. And I can't imagine why. What could go wrong with that? As always, corporations will do what corporations do, and the 3D printing community will sweep in to do what the 3D printing community does best. You know, bullshit. Hi, I'm Jett Kuso, and okay, while silliness and outlandish designs are common finds in any search for 3D printed saber designs, and we're gonna look at some of those, the internet isn't only silly nonsense. Oftentimes, these modelers are doing the Lord's work. If the Lord was all about modeling lightsabers that there aren't official toys for. I don't know, ask the Pope. Skeleton Crew, for example, is a wonderful, wonderful show, and the lightsaber featured within it is a gorgeous design. It gives off the vibes of pirate treasure, which it is, and it feels so much like a prequel-era saber design that the third-party prop people have given it a big, beautiful red button straight out of the Phantom Menace lineup. Lucky me, a fan called Wood Printing has made the saber real, and my bamboo A1 printer has made it even realer. I may have had to superglue the parts together because the complexity doesn't allow for a snap fit, according to the creator. But it's real pretty. It has the toyetic retractable blade design that we all know and love, even if it doesn't have a button or a latch to keep the blade inside. Basically, if you can think of a canon lightsaber design, someone out there has made a model of it and put it up, probably for free, on a website like MakerWorld or some other 3D modeling place. Even really out there stuff, like the terrifying chain sword horror that one Praetorian guard has. You can print this. Anyone can print this. It's free as long as you have a bamboo A1. Which isn't even an expensive printer. They are paying me to say this, but I'd still say it even if they weren't. That's the normal stuff. The stuff that should exist. And then there's the corn one. I think when people realized you can print in place a retractable blade, pull it off the plate, and it just works, all bets were off. For me, it's my first time printing anything remotely this large. And though my A1 Mini is too small for most of these, I've been delighted by the huge pieces that'll fit on the regular A1. Some of these blades are very thin and very long, and the way they gently taper makes them print as smooth as butter. And if you remember to butter up your filament before you use it for printing, you can create a wild and angry mess happen every time. And bamboo likes it when I say that. I'm sure you've all seen the viral retractable banana katana on the internet, but perhaps you haven't seen the rest of the food saber subculture that populates 3D printing websites. There's the pickle sickle, the Excalibur, the Karatana, and the one that I printed, the sword on the cob. If it were the past and there was still joy in the world, I'd do jokes about the corn kid with the corn song. But the algorithm cowards out there have since corrupted the meaning of corn on the internet, and that sucks. I love corn. A bit of juicy summer corn. Sweet corn. 3D printed corn with magnets in the cap and a lightsaber blade concealed within. You can't use it for self-defense, but I can carry my corn on the cob in public, down the street, to the library, and no one will know that I'm packing saber. They'll just think I'm insane. Man of Mystery here just keeps making more of these things. Knock it off! The bit's too funny! Oh, but we can get weirder. There's a few different iterations of a sort of take-it-with-you-anywhere portable lightsaber design. Is that a lightsaber in your pocket? Yeah. I'm fond of this design by Joe Wilson. It looks like something you'd buy at a vape shop or store dog medicine inside of. Thankfully, it has Mini Saber written on the emitter, so the cops won't arrest you, they'll only laugh. Not small enough for ya? Josiah Josh has you covered. Bam! Fully just a keychain. Not limp and floppy enough for ya? Thank God for the AMS light and multicolor printing. How else could this be so fully realized with 3 different filament colors as it was meant to be? Take it anywhere. Threaten your friends at the drop of a hat. Become intolerable at a moment's notice. I made a bigger one too by scaling it up 200%. Had to cut the blade in half and print it in 2 parts, but it worked great. If this can be said to be working. I only made this because I thought it would be good in the thumbnail. What is it? You don't like it? This doesn't make you feel really comfortable? Much more iconic, despite impeccable simplicity, is the LEGO Star Wars lightsaber hilt. I would have thought this would be a rather obscure design, and yet there's so many of these online, so many videos about them, which is a testament to how good and iconic these games are. Out of everything here, in its own way, this feels like part of Star Wars canon. It's the thing I most want to store with my other official lightsaber toys, because it occupies a distinct space in my childhood memory, even though there'd have been no way for me to buy this as a kid. You can fight with any of these, by the way. Sooner or later, one of the blades is gonna tear apart, but they held up better than I expected from PLA. Typically, the longer the blade, the thinner the plastic, the greater the leverage, and the quicker the durability fails. Another childhood dream of mine, arguably a dumber one, was, I've never asked anyone to confirm this with their own experience, but we all picked a signature weapon as a kid, right? Like the Ninja Turtles? A signature weapon, a normal thing for a child to have. Cause my signature weapon was nunchucks, the nunchaku. I thought I was really good at nunchucks as a kid, so of course I wanted lightsaber nunchucks. Several times I tried to chain 2 lightsaber toys together with tape to no avail. But my god, my dreams have come true, cause here it is! A novel new way to take an alive person and turn them into a decapitated person. Your corpse will be one of the few types of corpses that people are allowed to laugh at. Needless to say, none of these are going to be as robust as the toys that I grew up with. That's a downside. A sad reality in its own way, but either you can accept it and tread very carefully with your printed saber blades, or you can just print more! More! I truly adore the Bamboo A1. It's become a staple of my channel. Because they're paying me, but I do just like it. This is a printer that makes everything easy. I found every single model I printed today on MakerWorld, which, with the click of a button, sends ready-made print profiles to Bamboo Studio, which sends directly to the printer without me having to do anything but pick which filament colors I want to use. If I want to reprint a blade, it's right there on the A1 screen, where I can print it again in just one touch. I briefly mentioned the AMS Light earlier, which let me multicolor print this little floppy saber in one plate. Same for the keychain. Even without multicolor printing on, I could print all of the parts for the Skeleton Crew saber on several plates without having to manually change filaments for each plate. It's frickin' sick, and nothing else in this price point can do everything that this can do as well as it can do it. Especially for beginners, hobbyists, or anyone who wants to play around with 3D printing and have some fun. From now until July 15th, you can get in on Bamboo's greatest prices ever with their 3rd anniversary sale. I love the A1, and you're not gonna get a better price than this. You can get your own with the links in the description, and doing so also helps out my channel, so I'd like that. Subscribe to the channel, and be sure to click another video of mine after this one, like this big lightsaber deep dive, or this video about some rubber Beyblades that I 3D printed. Thanks for watching, this is Jett, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to my Diamond patrons LUCID, LANA, CHOOKA Bear, and RAZU RION, my Titan patrons Sierra 107, Gusano, Banana Jones, Chell, and Douglas Fern, my Hyper patrons Trouble, Mudorios, Orio, Alyssa Gretlein, Mannsky, Plecopleco, Forrest DC, HeartlineDai, Kevin Haji, Sam Caesar, James 7T, and Hateincarnate. God, there's a lot of you people. Oh, and new base patron Joseph E. Thanks for supporting. If you want to do the same, go to patreon.com/JettKuso, and it'll actually help out the channel a lot.